Okay, so today we're pulling back the curtain on something, well, frankly, pretty unsettling in cybersecurity. Think about your AI assistant, the one that's supposed to help you out. Imagine that suddenly becoming kind of an unwitting accomplice in a scam. That's exactly what we're going to dig into today. How AI, specifically Google Gemini, might be weaponized for these new phishing attacks.
Yeah, that's right. This deep dive is basically looking at some recent research that uncovered a very specific vulnerability. And it really is a new kind of frontier here where the AI itself gets manipulated. It becomes the tool for deception.
Right. So our mission for this deep dive is really to get our heads around the mechanics, how this works and why it's so darn tricky to spot. And probably most importantly, what it means for you listening and how you can maybe protect yourself. Okay, so let's start with the tool itself. We're talking about Google Gemini, right? The AI that's baked into Google Workspace, Gmail, Docs, Drive, all that.
Exactly. And the fundamental trick here is, well, it's pretty clever, actually. Attackers embed these invisible commands, that's what we're calling them. They use standard HTML or CSS, things web pages use all the time, right into the emails code. You wouldn't see them just reading the email normally. They're hidden.
Okay, invisible commands hiding in the code. But here's where it gets really interesting. How does that hidden text actually become a weapon? How does, fool Gemini?
Well, when you ask Gemini to, say, summarize this email, it processes everything in the email's code, including those hidden commands. It sees them as legitimate instructions. And this makes the AI spit out completely fabricated security warnings.
Like what kind of warnings?
Things like you need to verify your account or update your security settings now, stuff that looks urgent. And what's really insidious is that these alerts look perfectly official because they're coming from your own AI assistant inside your trusted Google environment. Think about it. Our default is, sort of, to trust warnings from our own system, right? So this isn't just a new attack method. It's like a fundamental subversion of the trust we place in these tools.
Yeah.
The deception happens within that trusted space. That's the real kicker here. The threat's not just outside. It's operating right there with your digital helper.
That's the real gut punch, isn't it? Because it just flies past all the usual security advice. We're always told, don't click that weird link. Don't open that strange attachment.
Right.
But here, your own AI is basically creating the suspicious situation for you. It's telling you something's wrong. It feels totally different from seeing a dodgy-looking email land in your inbox.
It is. Very different.
Yeah.
And while the immediate worry is email, because, that's where the research focused, this vulnerability isn't necessarily limited just to Gmail.
Oh, okay.
The same kind of method could potentially work across other Google Workspace apps. Think Google Docs, Slides, maybe even Drive files.
And that really blows up the potential danger zone, doesn't it? It's not just email anymore. So if this can spread across the whole workspace, what else are people worried about? What are the maybe less obvious ways this could bite us?
Exactly. The attack surface gets much bigger, and experts are definitely looking at more theoretical possibilities, things that aren't happening yet but could. Things like phishing beacons. Imagine a compromised account just constantly sending out these fake AI-generated alerts.
Oh, wow.
And even more concerning, though still theoretical, is the idea of AI worms, like a new kind of self-replicating malware that doesn't just trick humans, but spreads by manipulating the AIs themselves.
Self-replicating AI malware, yeah.
Really makes you think about how malware might evolve in the future, moving beyond just exploiting human psychology.
So, okay, let's bring this back down. What does this actually mean for you listening right now? The main danger, if these attacks really take hold, seems to be a much higher risk of credential theft and really sophisticated social engineering.
It's just so insidious because it completely leverages the trust you naturally have in Google's own AI. It bypasses a lot of the standard security awareness training we've all had drilled into us.
Right.
You might get a summary from Gemini, see a warning that looks legit because Gemini generated it, click on something, and boom, you're on a fake page handing over your password or other sensitive info, all within what feels like the safe zone of your Google Workspace.
It really makes you want to second guess every summary your AI gives you, doesn't it? It demands this whole new level of digital skepticism.
It does. And Google and, frankly, all AI providers now have this pretty significant challenge on their hands. For organizations already using these AI tools, there are some mitigation strategies being discussed.
Okay, like what?
Well, things like inbound HTML linting. That's basically just rigorously checking incoming email code for any of that suspicious hidden stuff before the AI even gets to process it, and configuring LLM firewall settings.
An LLM firewall. What's that?
Think of it like a security gate, specifically for the AI model itself. It scrutinizes and tries to filter out potentially harmful outputs before they ever get shown to the user. It stops the AI from becoming the final step in the attack. There are also post-processing filters, another layer to review and maybe correct AI summaries before you see them.
Makes sense.
And crucially, user awareness training needs an update. People need to learn to be skeptical, even of warnings that seem to come from their own trusted AI.
Okay, so those are things companies using the AI can do, but what about the AI providers themselves? What about Google? What should they be doing?
Yeah, good question. For the providers, the recommendations really focus on tackling it at the source. Things like much stronger HTM sanitization, basically a really aggressive cleanup process to strip out any malicious code from the get-go.
Okay.
Then there's improved context attribution, making it absolutely clear to you, the user, where the AI got its information for that summary. No ambiguity. And finally, better explainability features.
Explainability.
Yeah, basically giving users a window into how the AI reached its conclusion, how it generated that summary.
Yeah.
More transparency in the process. Look, as AI gets woven deeper into everything we do online, keeping it secure and preventing misuse, it's going to be this constant evolving challenge.
So the big takeaway here seems to be that even our most helpful digital tools, our AI assistants, they can be turned against us. And this really does feel like a new front opening up in cybersecurity. We thought phishing was one thing, but this adds a whole new layer.
Absolutely. It really underscores just how important critical thinking and a healthy dose of skepticism are going to be, especially as these AI tools become, almost invisible, just part of the background everywhere. There's always more to learn, and you just have to question things.
It leads you with a pretty provocative thought, doesn't it? Imagine a future where you genuinely can't be sure if you can trust your own AI's summary of a simple email. What does that really mean for how we interact with technology day to day? And maybe more importantly, how do we build and maintain trust in these incredibly powerful tools going forward? It definitely encourages all of us to think about, this next level of digital literacy and awareness that we're all going to need.